We'll begin this evening with the Shema as we usually do. I'm going to be using Sidur Lev Shalem because it has the Shabbat and festival service in it, and the Sim Shalom for weekday doesn't. So if you have the Lev Shalem prayer book with you, it starts on page 41 with the Shema for the evening service, and we'll start there. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, B'chol levavcha, u'b'chol nafshecha, u'b'chol meotecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvlektecha v'derech, uvshachbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. And we'll continue with the last two paragraphs of the Shema silently in Hebrew or English. Adonai Elohechem Emet. We'll continue with Hashkivenu. It's the second blessing following the Shema, a special one that's said only in the evening. In the Lev Shalem, it's on page 45. I'll read it in English. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Allow us, Adonai our God, to sleep peacefully, and awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and our coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us the canopy of peace, your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, over Jerusalem and all those who dwell on earth. We'll continue with the Amidah now, which is found at the back of the book. It begins on page 306. I think what I'll do is I'll read the first two blessings in English, and then we'll continue silently after that. Baruch atah Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the God of Sarah, the God of Rebekah, the God of Rachel, and the God of Leah. Great, mighty, awe-inspiring, transcendent God, who acts with kindness and love and creates all, who remembers the loving deeds of our ancestors, and who will lovingly bring a Redeemer to their children's children for the sake of divine honor. You are the sovereign who helps and guards, saves and shields. Baruch atah Adonai, shield of Abraham and guardian of Sarah. Baruch atah Adonai, you are ever mighty, Adonai. You give life to the dead. Great is your saving power. You sustain the living through kindness and love, and with great mercy, you give life to the dead. You support the falling, you heal the sick. You loosen the chains of those who are bound, and keep faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, Almighty, and who can compare to you, sovereign who brings death and life, and causes redemption to flourish? You are faithful in bringing life to the dead. Baruch atah Adonai, who gives life to the dead. We'll continue silently to the end of the Amidah. Remember us for good, respond to us with blessing, redeem us with life, show us compassion and care with words of kindness and deliverance. Have mercy on us and redeem us. Our eyes are turned to you, for you are a compassionate and caring sovereign. There's a meditation at the end of the Amidah in English on page 314. I've just slightly revised the words to fit our situation. I'm going to read it now. Our God, my God, keep my tongue from evil, my lips from deceit. Help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah that I may pursue your mitzvot. Disrupt the spread of disease and illness that afflicts humanity, that is now humanity who has been created in your image. Act for the sake of your name. Act for the sake of your triumph. Act for the sake of your holiness. Act for the sake of your Torah. Answer our prayer for the deliverance of your people. May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable to you, Adonai, our rock and our redeemer. We'll sing Osei Shalom together. Osei Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Last week I read a verse from the Psalms of Hallel, because it is a festival and the Psalms of Hallel are recited on festivals. And so now I'd like to sing it again. Min hametzar karatiyah. From the narrow straits, from our narrow confinement, we have called out to God. Anani b'merchavya, and God will answer us. We pray that God will answer us with expansiveness, that we will be released from our narrow straits, the narrow, difficult, distressing times. Min hametzar karatiyah, ahanani b'merchavya. Min hametzar karatiyah, ahanani b'merchavya. Anani b'merchavya. Anani b'merchavya. We'll now do our prayer in lieu of the mourner's Kaddish. Ribono shel Olam, Elohei haruchot kol echol basar, Master of the universe, God of the spirit of all flesh. It is revealed and known before you that it is our fervent desire to praise your name and to remember and honor the beloved members of our congregation and their families who are no longer with us by reciting the mourner's Kaddish in the company of a minyan. Though circumstances prevent us from doing so, as we cannot gather in a minyan at this time, may our yearnings and our prayers find favor in your eyes and be accepted and received before you as if we had prayed that Kaddish. And tonight we remember especially for the 21st of Nisan, Wednesday, Leon Schaefer Aaron, Catherine Greenberg Bizarski, Ernst Blumenfeld, Rose Eisenstein, Ida Friedman, Max Cooper, David Spiegel, Gary S. Wagman. And for tonight, the 22nd of Nisan, Thursday, Sarah Baum, Dorothy Beck, Carrie Fagan, Jean Rita Gertner, Lawrence Groden, Tevye Myrovich, Leon Payne, I. Henry Paley, Gerald Paller, Sidney Reich, Terry Saltzman, Murray Harold Scheinthal, Robert Bob Shapiro, and Reuven Kaplan Ute. May you grant hope and healing to all who suffer, and may we soon be able to once again gather safely in holiness and joy. May your name, Adonai, be elevated and sanctified everywhere on earth, and may peace reign everywhere. O say shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'himru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. And now we also need to count the Omer. And so the bracha that we recite for the Omer is Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. And the count is the count for tonight is going to be the 6th day. And so we're going to say Hayom Shisha Yamim LaOmer. This evening will be the 6th day of the Omer. I wish you all a good evening, a good end of the Passover holiday. I mentioned this morning at services, when the holiday's over, my family traditionally goes out for pizza. This year we may do that, but for Shabbat, we're going to order takeout from a Chinese restaurant, a favorite vegetarian Chinese restaurant of ours. As you may know, unfortunately, Asians and Chinese in particular have been targeted by some people with hate for some bizarre reason because they believe the virus is a Chinese virus. And they're targeting Chinese Americans. This is outrageous and it's terrible. And as Jews, we know what it's like to have to deal with such kind of bigotry. And so we're going to go out and support a Chinese restaurant that we particularly like. And if you would like to do so, I would recommend doing that. All the restaurants in town, of course, are having difficulty now because people aren't eating out, but you can get takeout from many restaurants, and hopefully we'll be able to support those as we're able to do. I wish you all a good evening and good end of Passover. Chag Sameach.